Western Riverside, thank you for bringing us home with so much energy and gigantic smiles. So, Western Riverside, are you ready? You may begin.
Roll the video. Just kidding, we don't have a video, but we're the only ones. I felt left out. We were gonna do one, but we didn't want to outshine the volume of Tallahassee, so we said, let's dial it back a little bit so we're fair. So instead of starting with the video, if I could indulge you with a round of applause to make Madeline's birthday extra special as she's visiting here. All right, good afternoon. We are ecstatic to be here. We are honored to represent a region that is 2 million people strong. 18 cities, I don't think you heard what I said. 18 cities, a county, 2 water districts, a county office of education, and a whole lot of civic pride. As a council of governments, no, go ahead, we'll take the applause. As a council of governments, we work with and for our cities on things like economies of scale, technical challenges, and the stuff they just don't want to do. We operate like most cities, except our city council has 108 voting members.
We are Western Riverside Council of Governments, or WRCOG for short, because seriously, try saying that 10 times fast.
So we're here to share a story of action, inclusion, innovation, and get this, a kangaroo rat with a big impact.
Western Riverside County is one of the fastest growing regions in California. That growth comes with incredible opportunity, but let's be real, it comes with a few headaches.
Traffic, housing affordability, energy demands, and that one Trader Joe's parking lot that everybody fights over.
So we asked ourselves, what kind of future are we trying to build, and who's going to actually help us to build it?
Our answer, collaboration, listening, and a belief that sustainability isn't just about trees and tech, it's about people. And yes, one specific little rodent.
So let's talk about that kangaroo rat. In 1988, this adorable federally endangered animal essentially froze all development across our region.
Now, that's not exactly what you would expect to lead a regional policy shift. But instead of fighting and finger pointing, we tried something wild.
We worked together. We brought scientists, local leaders, and developers, and frankly, a lot of patients into one room.
The result? One of the first habitat conservation plans in the country. Woohoo! That HCP created 46,000 acres of land, created 15,000 acres of nature reserves, and cleared a path for smart, responsible growth.
And it worked. In 2022, the Stevens kangaroo rat was downlisted from endangered to threatened.
That's an awesome task. And so we know, hey, conservation doesn't always get an applause. But today, let's hear it for the teamwork. And for that tiny trailblazer who made us rethink everything.
But leading a region isn't just about land. It's about people. That's why we built the WRCOG Public Service Fellowship and the Inland Regional Energy Network.
They're kind of like internships, except way more impact and way fewer coffee runs.
Way more impactful. In fact, in 2016, we've launched and have had students participate in over 135 local programs. 135 students have participated in the program, and 75% of them have actually gained jobs in public service. 75%. They're leading things like city council presentations and energy audits, all before they even graduate.
One fellow helped pass a citywide policy, another helped develop a climate adaptation plan, then got hired on the spot.
This isn't just about work experience, it's identity shaping.
And my big takeaway as a WRCOG fellow, I can do this. I belong here.
Let's zoom out for a minute because in our region, community engagement sometimes starts with a trash picker.
Or a garbage bag. Or a crate of slightly misshapen watermelon. Love Your Neighborhood is WRCOG's cleanup and beautification program. Over 5,000 volunteers have helped us clear 250,000 pounds of, let's call it regional mystery junk.
And our regional food rescue program, it's kind of like DoorDash, but for food recovery. We connect schools, stores, and restaurants with food banks all through a simple app.
We rescued over 6.2 million pounds of food. That's millions of meals that didn't end up in landfills and instead landed where they belong, feeding our neighbors. But let's be clear, none of this work happens without trust. And in Western Riverside County, we build trust the old-fashioned way.
By showing up at town halls.
By co-hosting workshops with local nonprofits.
By meeting people where they are, literally.
Here at WRCOG, we're leading the way with strength, smarts, and yes, muddy boots from cleanup events. We don't just check that community engagement box, we live it.
So when we drop lines like sustainability, we're not just throwing out buzzwords.
We start with neighborhoods.
With young people stepping into leadership.
With cleaner streets, smarter solutions, and voices that are heard.
In Western Riverside County, we're making sustainable choices accessible.
We're giving people tools and a voice, and we're doing it together.
Not every region can say they protected an endangered species and built affordable housing.
Or trained future leaders and cleared over 250,000 pounds of trash off our streets. Or rescued 6 million pounds of food and made people laugh at a government presentation. Because that's how we do it at WRCOG.
Yo, Tashara, let's kick it.
When I say WR, you say COG. WR,
COG.
WR,
COG.
When I say think, you say big. Think, big, big, big.
And we're leading the future
Together.